Welcome to your daily focus for November the 25th, 2022. We will have challenges today, absolutely, but we will have great successes from those challenges if we embrace them. We'll talk a little bit more about how to channel the energy correctly for you so that you can walk towards your best life ever. Let me start at the beginning. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now we have the 25 energy today. The 25 energy is success after difficulty. So know that with the 25 energy, we are usually challenged in some way, but it's to learn something. So if we embrace that energy, we find that our knowledge grows, our wisdom grows, our successes happen because we know what to do and how to do it. 2 plus 5 is a 7, so standing in your truth. Not giving a part of yourself away or compromising a part of yourself away. But make sure that everything is a win-win for you kind of energy. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 24 energy. The 24 energy is about family. It's about home. It's about, it could be your work family. It could be your tribe, your clan, the group you get together with in the community. It could be your home, your immediate family, your best friends. And growing and deepening those relationships is the 24 energy. 2 plus 4 is a 6, and so it's about our health and well-being. So I would have to ask you the question, do you take care of yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you try to deepen your relationship with yourself, with perhaps your higher self, your inner self, your heart? Sun is in Sagittarius, and we have a full day of Sag energy. But then I think just before supper time, at some point or another, the moon will move into Capricorn, which is good. Because we can effortlessly connect with our goals, our plans, drawing out the strategy, tending the tasks, meeting our obligations and responsibility with a flow, with a fluency. Venus and Pluto are talking in the sky, and so it's very tempting under this kind of energy to manipulate or control control the situation. And we talked a lot about yesterday understanding where we need to give up control. So maybe this won't affect you as strongly if you had great success working with that energy yesterday. But I mean, it's just going to lead to situations that are not healthy, not good. So jealousy can come up, possessiveness can emerge. But the good thing is, and that's Venus and Pluto, but then Venus will talk with Chiron. And we kind of feel shielded. We kind of feel prepared to learn from our fears, from our insecurities. That we're not as afraid to look at those parts of our life. So it's a beautiful time we can heal relationships by opening up to learning from each other rather than saying it's my way or the highway or putting up walls in between our loved ones, our friendships. It's a beautiful energy to build trust in the relationship. And you see the potential in others more so. And people will see the potential of you. Always remember that when I'm saying that you are going to be experiencing this, you could very well be on the receiving end of this energy and really understanding it as it comes towards you. But it's really an energy of gratitude, Venus and Chiron together. It's recognizing the value in people, in relationships, and even what we do to make us happy and joyful, understanding the value and being grateful for having those things in your life or having those people in your lives. So it's a definite do today. If you want to really move forward with this energy today, it's interacting with more authenticity or sincerity, perhaps. And once again, like yesterday's energy, it's more about listening and becoming more aware of what the other person walks. We all know that we walk a hard path, but sometimes we think that nobody else is, and that's a far cry from the truth. In fact, everybody's walking a hard path in one way or another. So it's not what we do with or what the situation is, but what we do with that situation and how we utilize that situation to move us forward in the way we want. Okay, let's get the cards going here, shall we? Weird little cut that was. Okay, oh, look at this. We have the Emperor and the Fool's right underneath. The Fool's right underneath here. So when I did your monthly readings, and I'm sure that right now you're all going back to your monthly readings because of I put in a section for how this new moon was going to enter your life and change things in your life and where you need to put your focus. Here's the Emperor. Now the Emperor doesn't hope and wish and dream. He makes a plan. He makes a strategy. So that's very much the Capricorn moon coming in and assisting us in making the strategy. This is one of our highest diplomats in the deck. He's also one of our highest intuitives in the deck. He makes a plan, and what he doesn't know, he goes in search of and he finds. And he may or may not utilize that information. And he doesn't hope, he expects. He expects it to turn out the way he wanted it to or better. So we are the Emperor today on the Fool's journey. Okay. See what the rest of it says. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is about letting your hair down, loving each other, loving the moment. And, this is texting a friend and saying, hey, you want to meet in the park for lunch? Or if it's too cold out, then maybe you don't want to do that. But meet somewhere else then. Meet indoors. But it's about connecting with each other and spending some time together and really enjoying being together with another person or other people. Okay, so this isn't a time when we're looking to manipulate. If we shift our gears from wanting to manipulate the situation or control the situation or maybe a person or people, what we can do is we can let down our hair and look and see the potential of who's across the table from us. Seeing their beauty, seeing their wisdom. And we can't do that unless we stop and we take a breath. And we do it consciously. And today is the day to do it consciously. I always call this guy the knight in shining armor. So if you're looking for love, yes, love is definitely in the air whenever this card appears. And it's like he whisks you away and he's got a whole picnic planned and he stops by this bubbling brook and there's an apple tree and he lays out a blanket and he has his picnic basket and, you just sit there and become one. That's this kind of energy. So we see the beauty in each other. So we need to stop and take the time to actually see it, because on a day like today and energy like today, we can see the beauty where normally we're not looking for it. We're so busy in our lives. We rarely stop. You ever been in the middle of a conversation? I've done this many times, and I'll be talking and I'll be going on and I'll go, oh my gosh, your hair's beautiful, by the way, today. And then I'll just keep on going because I want to get it in there, but there's just so much happening. It's hard to stop and say, I love you in my life. I appreciate you in my life. I'm thankful and grateful that you are in my life. Or maybe it's an environment that you're in or a special something. I'll stop and give it gratitude today. The Eight of Swords, your perceptions are changing. Where you thought you were, and this could be where we see where we wanted to manipulate again, or we want to control that situation. And actually controlling that situation or that environment or that person, it keeps you bound. It keeps you held back from where you truly want to go. It trips you up time and time again. So understanding that you feel this way, and then look at your fear, look at your insecurities. This is a day for it. Venus and Chiron together, this is a day to say, okay, fears, I'm going to look at you. Because you know what happens when you look at your fears? When you really, really look at them, most times they just dissipate. And I'm not talking about phobias, like a fear of heights, or that takes a little bit more work, okay? But in our thought patterns, and oh, if I do this, people might not like it. Do you know how many extra years I stayed married because I thought the family would hate me? So never ever do it. Follow your heart. Follow your truth. Remember, we have that 7 energy today. So standing in our truth. So it's time to remove the blindfold. That fear, that insecurity that keeps us in the corner, that doesn't allow us to go forward, that doesn't, it's almost like there's this glass ceiling. And this is the cause. And you see the way forward, you get a knowledge, an understanding, a clarity. Maybe some kind of magic or miracle happens in your life today, but something jars you to make you go, what was that? And becoming alive and looking around and seeing the potential that you can step into. And then we have the Queen of Swords back again today. I kind of see her like, how we are with our dreams, with our goals, our desires. She is with children. Okay, so think of your child and what you would do for them. So, and here's the story. Okay, so my son works probably like 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, a couple of kilometers. Anyways, he works and I'm his transportation. So he usually works the 2 to 10 shift. And we got dumped with like 2 or 3 feet of snow. Not as bad as our neighbors in Buffalo, but dumped pretty bad here. We got the aftermath, and that was bad enough. But I manifested that beautiful 150, right? That F-150. And so it's 10 o'clock at night and it's dark and the snow it's just a blizzard out and there's nobody on the roads, like nobody, not even a plow is on the road. And so I go, okay, girl. I call her my midnight star because I was walking through the parking lot the first night I had her and the light was hitting her and she was just even more beautiful at nighttime than she was in the daytime under that lighting. So I called her instantly midnight star. But I said, okay, girl, we got to go get Paul. So I hit my 4-wheel drive. And then I moved the button so that it would say deep snow. And I have deep snow / sand, but I can't see myself being ever on sand. But the snow, yes. So, and I put her in a drive. And so when we were coming back, it was bad getting up there, but when we were coming back, and we turned down the side street that we live on, my tire tracks were the only ones. And I mean, you could see the snow. The snow was like, you could see the tire ruts were this deep, and it was just, two paths of the snow. And I looked at him and I said, anybody but my child asked me to do this, and it would have been a downright no. But here I am. I said, those are my tire tracks on the way out. And he just kind of looked at me and goes, I love you, Mommy. Which is good enough for me. So, but, and so it's being fierce like that. It's being fierce for your dreams, your goals, your desires. I would never do it to anybody else. I remember one time Christmas Eve, another snowstorm. And I didn't even know where I was. There wasn't a snowstorm. So I worked Christmas Eve and I closed up the shop for a couple of days and I'm on my way home, and as I'm getting closer and closer to home, it's getting worse and worse. And now there's transport trucks, and they're pulled off on the side of the road, and there's one in the middle of the road down there. He's just stopped right in the middle, and he's abandoned his vehicle. And I'm like, I gotta get home. It's Christmas Eve. Like, I've got to get home. It's Christmas Eve. Oh, this is a really good story. Sit back. I'm going to continue on this one because this is just talk about miracles and just talk about your angels and God and the universe just having your back. Anyways, so I finally got home and the drifts were higher than the car, really. It was higher than the car. And I couldn't leave my car on the road. But my driveway was just, it was higher than the car. And I thought, okay, so I have to get it off the road. So I thought I'll just throw it into reverse and I'll floor it and I'll plug my car in. Right? So I did. So I knew my car was there. Nobody else did. And so the next morning, my mom wanted to go to the Christmas service. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I got up extra early because it was also Christmas Day. We were opening up the presents. We were waiting for, Santa to come come in. So I'm waiting for everybody to wake up, and I'm out there, and I've got this little shovel, and my car was buried. Like, I shoveled for like 45 minutes. You couldn't even tell I had moved a shovel anywhere near my car yet. And I said, please, I need a shovel big enough for this snow. Please. And I had a couple more shovelfuls, and what turns down my side road but a backhoe? And he dug me out, and I thanked God and my angels and my spirit guides, and oh my gosh. So anyways, there's my little, and I remember coming through the snow though that night, and the kids were so excited because they didn't think I'd make it home. And I said, oh, wild horses wouldn't keep me away from you. Wild horses wouldn't keep me away from you. And that's how we have to be with our dreams and our desires. We have to treat it like, like life or death. And I don't want you to take that literally, but I want you to feel that fierceness, that fire, that determination, that empowerment, that strength, that courage, that passion, that all has to be there in order for you to really, really grow your dreams into the successes that you want, to really step into your best life ever. Okay, I'm babbling tonight. Sorry. I know some of you really don't like it when I go on and on with my little stories, but if they pop into my head while I'm doing this, I do feel that I am connected. I'm just the messenger here. So I know I have to say it. So I'm sorry. I'm not really working for you. I'm working for them. And for those of you who appreciate me, thank you so, so much. I love you too. Oh, I love you guys too that don't like my stories. Don't get me wrong. Okay, here we go. Mantra card. Illusion. Embrace the truth. Illusion. Embrace the truth. Okay, I'm going to get the book out here. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Embrace the truth. Illusion. Illusion means having a false perception of something or someone that is not real. Everyone is destined for greatness. However, you might be being held back by something you willingly embrace and may not even realize it. Your ego may be chained to a comfortable, materialistic lifestyle or an unhealthy relationship. This negative illusion is holding you back from being who you truly are. A mental and emotional, rigorous self-evaluation is needed in order to move forward with confidence and embrace your beauty and the magic of life. The mantra is, I see things with truth and move forward with confidence. If that doesn't sum up, I'm telling you you're prepared to learn from your fears, from your insecurities, to look at them, to learn them, to make them dissipate, to take away their power, and go after your best life ever. Okay, we'll get an animal here. The goose, inner knowing. Okay, see if we can get her in clear. You, I know it's you are. Okay. You are a brave traveler, and we are in Sag energy, and it does, I don't mention it often, but Sag is a traveler. Okay, definitely. So you are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Be confident that you will achieve your destination. Know that you've got this. Know that you've got the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom, the passion, the desire to go after exactly what you want in this life. So be confident you will achieve your destination. Be the emperor today. Be confident that you will succeed. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Don't worry, You are blessed. You are. Let yourself fly. So take a risk on you. I wanted to point out before I go, my earrings here. I wore them on the new moon video, but I didn't point them out. And look at how talented this person is, okay? So it's the moon with the sun behind. Oh my gosh. So hang on, maybe I've got a card here. I don't know if this will work or not because, but I don't know if you can do that. But I'll put the information right there, huh? So maybe you can stop your camera, or I'll move it over here so that you don't have that arrow in it when you try and stop your camera, and take that. Or down below is her information. So, but she has such unique and beautiful. I mean, isn't that unique? I mean, I just love the creativity with. Oh, and I don't have her name here. I know that her last name is Nam. Anam. Shoot. Okay. Well, she'll have to. I'll beg for forgiveness from them. Anyways, until we meet again. Okay. Goose, inner knowing. What else? All that wonderful stuff. Oh my gosh. About facing your fears, your insecurities, moving past them, moving towards success. Recognize the value of your environment, of yourself, of the people that surround you. Be more authentic, be more sincere. Interact with others, and definitely do that today, if nothing else. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.